この戦いには、絶対に勝つ。
Hi, my name is Justin Wong, and I will be giving you an idea on how combos work in DOA. Combos in DOA can be divided into Starter, which causes the initial stun, Critical Combo, which is the chain of attacks done on a stun opponent, Launcher, which sends the opponent in the air for guaranteed damage, Air Juggle, allowing you to hit the opponent while they're floating in the air, and Ender, which is the final hit or hits that lead to a knockdown. Of course, not all of these parts are necessary for a combo. You can have a combo that starts straight away with a launcher, or you can have a combo that ends without the opponent is launched. Or even interrupt a combo to punish opponent holds attempt with a high counter throw. Just remember that a combo, in the DOA sense, does not mean guaranteed damage, but it is merely an indication that the opponent is still in stun when the following hit connects. This is also why you lose combo count when you exceed the critical threshold, as the opponent gets reset and loses their stun. However, there are several ways to get guaranteed damage in DOA, such as using certain stuns that do not allow holding for a short duration or at all. Or after landing a critical burst. Or performing air juggling after a successful launcher. Or attacking a knockdown opponent. Or attacking an opponent from behind. Or even using the environment to your advantage, which will be explained in more detail in the environment video. Launchers play a major role in DOA as they can lead to guaranteed unpunishable and unavoidable damage. There are two types of launching strikes. Normal hit launchers, which can be done straight away without requiring an initial stun, and launchers, which only works on counters or high counter strikes or after an initial stun. However, if you launch an opponent from behind, then you do not need an initial stun. Ground bouncers can also be considered launchers, as they also send the opponent to the air. Launchers can be either high or mid strikes. Using different launchers can be very useful in mixing up your opponent. As a general rule, launching early in the combo grants you a minimal launch height. However, if you launch at critical threshold, you get maximum launch height, which allows a longer air juggle. There are three launch heights. Normal hit launch height, which gives you minimum height, counter or critical stun launch height, which gives you medium height, and threshold launch height, which gives you max height. However, different characters have different weight classes. Because of this, an air juggle that will work on a lighter character may not work on a heavier one. This also applies to some untaggable or force tag setups where you need the correct air juggle setup for the correct weight class. Remember, launching an opponent from behind grants you a higher launch. And launching a crouching opponent grants a higher launch as well. Also, some moves have a relaunch or a rebounds property. This allows you to further extend your air juggles for more damage. This is also particularly useful for extending air juggles in tag mode. Finally, in addition to launching strikes, the opponent can also be launched by a launching hold, a launching throw, or by the environment such as slamming the opponent into the wall. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, favorite, and subscribe and click here for another tutorial. Ready? Okay. This also applies to some untaggable or force tag setups where you need the correct air juggle setup for the correct weight class. I'll repeat that one again.